Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
What up, dímelo mi gente, que lo que, you already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka Café Bustelo, aka Pastor de Boxeo, mi gente, que lo que, what happened, everybody, what happened, eh? What's good, man? Shout out to the people in the chat right quick. Shout out to the people in the chat. First and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. Danny Medina in the building. Mr. Musha. Let's go. If you want to become a member of Punch on Boxing, you already know where to go, man. Smash that link in the pin. Show some support to your boy. Shout out to the sport of boxing. What's good, man? Shout out to the sport of boxing. Got to poll up. Go ahead, man, and vote on the poll. Vote on the poll. Let's see. It says who you give the benefit of the doubt in terms of reference of Teofimo Lopez versus Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias declined to fight Teofimo Lopez February 8th because his hand injury and things of that nature. So I said, who you give the benefit of the doubt to? Teofimo Lopez, the 2-division lineal champion, the guy that knocked out Richard Comey, the guy that right after Beaver Salem Chico, when he would go to pound for pound number one, you 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. When they said that, nah, you're not ready for Salem Chico. I want that smoke. I want the best at 135. And then he took his hiccups versus George Cambosa. He moved up to 140. He beat Pedro Campa that went life and death for Brandon Lee. Then he went after Subriel Matias, who retired Henry Garcia, the former 4th division world champion. And then he said, I want Josh Taylor. I want the king. So he wanted the smoke. He wanted the best at 140, one of the best at 135. That's the reason why he's 2-time lineal. So, and now Subriel Matias, who started his career before Teofimo Lopez. 31 years old. They calling him the boogeyman. They calling him the monster. The man, you know what I'm saying? God rest his soul, killed the man in the ring in the same card of Teofimo Lopez versus when Teofimo Lopez fought Nakatani, right? And he got his IBF off versus Ponce, vacant belt that Josh Taylor vacate. You know what I'm saying? And now Teofimo Lopez had a date since last year. Well, not last year, since several months ago. Either he fights in December 9th or he fights on Super Bowl. So Teofimo Lopez said, you know what? I need an opponent. Matter of fact, you know I'm Teofimo Lopez. This was the reason why I got 2 lineal. I want to unify the titles right now. Subriel Matias called me out. Call me a coward. I sent him a contract. Subriel Matias says, I ain't no ready. All right? Boom. The people now are trying. Look, we got 54% is given Teofimo Lopez. Pound for pound, the proven one. 56%. Matias, 29%. None, 14%. You know what I'm saying? The benefit of the doubt. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. I just want to know where we at. You feel me? And hay mucha gente que me están diciendo, pero Ponche Dronky, ¿qué está pasando con usted, Ponche Dronky? Why you being so hard? Pause on Subriel Matias. You know he ain't scared of nobody. Tú sabes, Ponche, tú sabes que no le tiene miedo a nadie. ¿Cómo tú vas a hablar así de Subriel Matias, Ponche Dronky? Come on, man, I support you, Punch. Matter of fact, man, I'm following you, Punch. I'm unsubscribing you. Do you know how many messages I've gotten like that? Wow, me, whoa. Relax, please, relax. And I'm like, damn, sheesh. Y'all know I be rocking with the my Latinos Unidos. Y'all know that. Especially, y'all know I be rocking with my Dominicano y los puertorriqueños también. Boricua. As soon as I critiqued, wow. And I didn't think I was going to get this type of backlash. I thought that, ladies and gentlemen, I did an interview with, I was a guest interview, collab interview with Mill City Boxing. Shout out to Mill City Boxing. What's good, my brother? He did an interview. We did an interview with Subriel Matias. It was a great interview. And in the interview, I'm like, yo, Subriel Matias, do something. You got to come to New York City to fight in front of the Puerto Rican crowd, because I know what the Puerto Rican fan base means to the sport of boxing in this side of the pond. They've been quiet because there hasn't been a star outside of Amanda Serrano, la reina de boxeo. Jackie Hernandez es la reina de boxeo, pero tú sabes, Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion, undisputed, Puerto Rican queen. You feel me? Y'all know I support my sister, Amanda Serrano, the real GWO, right? I ain't getting no backlash like that. Oh, I ain't getting no backlash, right? I mean, Jackie, what's good, Jackie? What's good, Jackie? There's nothing wrong with people being casuals. They have to start somewhere. You don't just start off knowing everything in the beginning. Shout out to Jackie, la reina de boxeo. What's good, Jackie? What's good, Jackie? Let me see what shout out to Christian in the building. Christian, one of the members of Punch Drum Boxing. Cristian, dímelo, Padilla. Tio versus everybody. Bring them on. Woo! Let's go. Let me Cesar in the building. What's good, Cesar? What's good, Cesar in the building? What's good? So, Low Nose Box in the building. What's good, man? So, I'm like, Subriel Matias. I'm like, yo, you got to talk that ish, man. And I was talking to Mill City. I'm like, yo, we need that Ricardo Mayorga. We need that machismo. The Dominican, the couple of the Dominican fighters don't have it. Carlos Adamas talking a little trash. Edwin de los Santos, con the Chacor tweeting thing. You know what I'm saying? He talking a little trash, but it's not that's bringing the type of attention that you need. And of course, the Puerto Rican fighter and stuff like that. We could all agree that it's been a slump right now with the Puerto Rican fans. Like, there haven't been a Cotto, a Trinidad, Hector Camacho. There's always been a star in the Puerto Rican people, for the Puerto Rican fan base. I'm talking about the one that brings the island. I ain't just talking about the Danny Sean Garcia that's more like a Philly Rican. I'm talking about the one that brings the island, right? Subriel Matias, especially after his last performance out there in the Mandalay Bay, I said, yes, this man it. And then right after the fight, I was out there. I'm on road number 7. Subriel Matias, probably took a shower and stuff after his fight. Great performance. Stopped him, retire his opponent right before the Benavides and the Bisondre bout. Subriel Matias is saying what's up to a lot of the people. He came into the road saying what's up to all the fans, taking pictures. I said, Subriel Matias, ¿qué lo que? He said, yo, what's good? ¿Te recuerdas la entrevista? Sí, la entrevista, me gusta, ¿cómo que lo que? And we took a picture and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, así me mito, habla esa mierda, habla la mierda. See, because I like the trash talk. I'm not like these other fans that be like, these fighters have to be humble. I like the trash talk. Hunter of the Hunt in the building. Dímelo, mi hermano, one of the members of Punch de Boxeo. Said, what up, Punch? What's good, my brother? What's good? Randy in the building. Randy con la bandera de República Dominicana. ¿A dónde está la música de Randy? La música de Randy. La música de Randy. Vamos a hablar. Oye, Garcia, sorry to somebody. ¡Vamos! Pase de like button ahora me mito, coñazo. ¿Qué está pasando con ustedes? Ripeki, Rajía. Están quillados. La gente están quillados. Con Ponchi. ¡Ay, Ponchi! Taquilla la gente, taquillado. Hey, DJ Camelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música, Yanketing. Oh, all right, my friend. Tanquillado la gente con Ponchi. Dice Matías tenía un grajito de jabón. Un grajo de jabón. I Know Ready is my favorite. Hey, mira, no, la gente se está quillando con esa música de I Know Ready. I Know Ready, hey, I Know Ready, I Know Ready, I Know Ready. La se está quillando la gente con eso, conmigo. Ah, yo punch, come on, bro. You know, yo punch, man. You know that Subriel Matias ain't scared no de Teofimo Lopez. You know, tú sabes que no le tiene miedo. Y también están diciendo, I know what it is. Es porque tú eres dominicano. Otro dominicano hablando mierda de los puertorriqueños. Y esa vaina, y eso. Hey, yo, I Know Ready. I know her problem. He's not ready. I know 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 ready, ajá, I know ready, ajé, I know ready, I know ready, a pelear con Teofimo, ajá, a pelear con Teofimo, ajá, me lastimé la mano, ¿qué mano la izquierda? ¿Qué mano la derecha? ¿Qué mano la izquierda? ¿Por qué mano la derecha? I know ready, Teofimo, déjame quieto, I know ready. Oh man, I'm gonna gather my band together, man. We gonna go on the road. We gonna go on tour. Okay. My people. Los boxers said, Boricuas for Teofimo. And los boxers Borico también. Brian Guzman in the building. What's good, Brian Guzman in the building. Dímelo, mi hermano. Brian Guzman. César, le gusta la música. That song's too fire. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to get my band together. And we're going to go on the road, baby. We're going to go on the road. Right of the Storm. What's good, my brother? What's good, Right of the Storm? What's good? Leonardo Rodriguez in the building. Tink Davis. And the Tinkerbells still out here wilding in these boxing streets. They saying what's wrong with the weight and the rehydration clothes now. I know. I thought that Javonte Davis hit like a middleweight. That's what his team be saying. Hey, yo, Javonte Davis hit like a middleweight. All right, so Devin Haney's rehydrating to a middleweight. Why you don't want to fight the middleweight? Thank you, man. Good looking out with the $5 super chat, my brother. Okay. All right, my brother. What's good? Okay, people, let me see the poll right now. 50, all right now. Wow. Who you give the benefit of the doubt to? The two division lineal, 52%, and Matias 34%. Wow. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I just found a newfound fan base. I didn't think there was a fan base like this, very devoted to Subriel Matias, and that's good. I like it. Like I said, I've been waiting for the Puerto Rican fan base to emerge back into the front, into the forefront of the sport of boxing, because I understand that the Puerto Rican fan base is just as loyal as the Mexican, just as loyal as the UK, just as loyal as the Irish fans. Puerto Rican fan base, I've been saying for a long time. I'm from New York City, baby. I know when I go to a boxing match and there's a Puerto Rican fighter, they shut it down. Okay? So people's like, yo, but why don't you give? And I did a poll earlier today, and the poll won. The fans want me. Look at the poll, ladies and gentlemen. The poll of today, earlier today, not this poll right now, but keep on. I understand why people's mad, but I don't understand this hate towards a Tio. But I understand how people, okay, right now, I see I'm getting this. This is what I wrote. I see I'm getting a lot of hate comments in the Teofimo Lopez versus Matias content. What's the problem? Punch, you're not catering to Matias' injury. 45% won. My community is telling me, Punch, you're not catering to Matias' injury. Punch, I don't like you Dominicans critiquing PR fighters. That's 11%. Punch, 22% coming in second. Punch, I'm tired of you supporting Teofimo. Shit on him, please. So that's the second. People want me to cater to Matias' injury, and 22% that's coming in second, y'all want me to shit on Teofimo Lopez. Wow, I don't know. I don't know what to shit on him about, but I mean, let me know what you want me to shit on him about. But look, Punch, I'm tired of you supporting Tio. Shit on him, please. Wow. 9% says, Punch, you're logical in your take, but I just rather you not say it. That's the last 9%. Punch, I'm mad at you, not biased towards Matias. 12%. Man. Okay. I might have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen. I might have a special guest. I might have a special guest. Ding! But anyway, so people want me to give him the benefit of the doubt. And guys, I want to give the benefit of the doubt. As a matter of fact, for the people out there, Subriel Matias, because I'm here to preserve the modern day wars, one of the gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna say it for the last time. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it for the last time, but I'm going to say it again for the people right now. Subriel Matias is a champion, is a belt holder, in my opinion. He's a belt holder. He holds the title, the IBF title. I believe Subriel Matias is a dangerous fighter. I believe Subriel Matias is a good fighter. I said Subriel Matias is an entertaining fighter. I believe that Subriel Matias is needed in the sport of boxing. I think that Subriel Matias is needed, and the Puerto Rican fan base is one of the most beautiful fan base in boxing, and they deserve to have their poster boy, their countryman, their hero. And I believe that Subriel Matias, out of all the Puerto Rican male fighters, because Amanda Serrano has done a wonderful job in keeping the Puerto Rican fan base out and cheering alive and well. You feel me? Out of Berlanga, Xander Zayas, and shout out to Xander Zayas, always show love to Punch Drunk Boxing. I think that Subriel Matias is the guy that has the machismo, the guy that has the entertaining value, the guy that has an aura, and the aura, unfortunately, because he killed the man in the ring, but you could use that. You could use that, unfortunately, and God rest his soul. Woo, man, it's gonna be good. And God rest his soul. The fighter that you know, man, that he passed away. I believe that Subriel Matias has all the intangibles, all the ingredients to be that Tito Trinidad, what he was to us, to the Latinos, and especially the Puerto Rican fan base. Cotto, as a matter of fact, I believe that Subriel Matias even has more of an aura than Cotto. Cotto was very professional, and Matias is professional, but he's very never talk ish about people like that, you know, unless it was come to push and shove and stuff like that. But even Floyd Mayweather, even the lead up to the fight, remember the lead up to the fight to Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Cotto? Floyd Mayweather was more humble than any other promotion with Cotto, because he knew the guy that's in front of him is the real deal, and he's respectful. There's nothing you could say wrong about Cotto. And that's why Floyd Mayweather really didn't go at Cotto in promoting the fight. My fault. I got to get the super chats. My fault. I just seen my fault. Nicholas in the building. Nicholas. Haney will retire without ever getting another KO. Wow. All right, Nicholas with the $2 super chat. Good looking out, my brother. Appreciate you. Leonardo Rodriguez said that let's get Tank versus Inoue at 128 with a weight and rehydration clause on Tank. I'll buy that fight. Punch. Tank can't rehydrate more than 10 pounds. Now, you know, I'm not gonna be the debunk army for you know, dumb narratives. You feel me, Leonardo? Good looking out with the $5 super chat. But I feel you. Elvis in the building said, Punch, this Matias fans are sensitive. Tio will expose him in his own Puerto Rican weekend parade. Aye. Elvis. Good looking out, Elvis, for the $5 super chat. I'm going to say it again. Front line. Tio versus Matias will be another no mas ties. Dímelo, con los dos pesos de super chatty parique. Edwin said he can go to 140. Edwin versus Matias. Wow. I think that'll be a good fight. But to be honest, I would like, if on the PBC side, Michel Rivera versus Matias. Michel Rivera versus Matias would be good. You feel me? Give me 1 second. Good looking now. Good looking now. Good looking now. Good looking now. Tat. Good looking now. That would be a good fight. But I think there's look Elvis Rodriguez. Look, I'm gonna tell you, Matias got a lot of fights. But let me get there. Let me get there. Subriel Matias, and I'm gonna say it again. Follow me, all right? Follow me, porque ustedes están viniendo con your emotional beta male stuff. ¿Ah? Stop being a beta male. Stop being emotional, que los otros latinos no somos así, coñazo, ¿oíste? Stop being emotional, all right? Subriel Matias called out everybody after his fight. ¿Verdad? Stay with me. Stay with me, right? Él le llamó, hey, yo, I want Rolly. Yo quiero ese payaso Rolly. Yo quiero a Devin Haney. Yo quiero a Tanky Davis. Yo quiero a Henry Garcia. Y yo quiero cobarde de Teofimo Lopez. ¿Verdad? Yo, he's calling out everybody. Cool. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what we want Subriel Matias to do. I want him to want to fight the best. I want him to go and unify the titles. Cool. ¿Verdad? Right? Y'all with me here, right? Okay. Out of all the champions, let me see the poll right now. So to see the energy, 56% giving the benefit, only 56%. Out of all the champions that he named, Rolly, Ryan, Tank, Devin, Tio, who's the least cobarde out of all of them? If you would have to say that one is a cobarde, who is the least cobarde? Who has proven to you, as a boxing fan, that I'm willing to fight the best in their division? I'm willing to be the underdog. Wait a minute. My brother. What's good, Henry Garcia?
What's happening, brother? How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Great performance last time. Great performance.
Thank you, brother.
Even though he's getting critiqued because of the new shoulder roll, the California roll.
No, you know what? that was I wouldn't recommend that.
You see, and this is why I like your attitude, because y'all don't take nothing personal, like how.
No. I mean, you know, hey, you try something. If it works, do it. If not, go ahead. But you know, the guy was a tough guy, no matter what. But you know, we basically wanted to do that. Ryan wanted to do that just to stop the momentum. But you know, hey, do what you can. But you know, if it doesn't work, try something else.
I said.
That isn't right. Trust me, that isn't right.
I know, because come on, I've been following some of the amateur. I said I never seen Ryan. Even when I was doing it live, I said, what is Ryan doing?
Yeah, but you know, it worked as sparring. It worked as sparring, you know, but that's a different story right there, brother.
But look, in the end of the day, man, he did what he had to do. He knocked him out in the 8th round.
Yeah.
And the thing is, people also forget that these guys, that your son is young, so he's not even in his prime yet. So let him find his way.
No, I mean, we're the same age as Devin Haney and some other guys that are there. Like Shakur's 2 years older than us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, but you know, we're all in the same age group pretty much.
Yeah, man. But it was great to see him back in the ring. Great to see that he got that outing. You know what I'm saying, after the loss with Gervonta Tank Davis. How did his body felt going into this training camp without a stipulation?
Well, of course, it was back to normal. I mean, you know, that was just, you know, back then, you know, you had stipulations, and even if you tried to recoup, your body was like, nah, you know, you made me suffer too much, so you're gonna stay this way now. You know, so it wasn't like this time around, it was normal, and it felt good, and he rehydrated properly, and he was back to being Ryan.
Yeah, and I know it's tough to change your whole type of style with one training camp with a new head coach. I still say that the Ryan Garcia that I see is still that Henry Garcia, Ryan Garcia, that the one that you build.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, coaches are. I love coaches. That will contribute. And nothing wrong with that. Just you have to have a good team behind you. And I think we're on the right track. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how does he feel about the camp with Derek James, the former the current trainer of the year? How does he feel about that?
Well, he likes it because it's more peaceful. You live in LA, you're gonna get a lot of things going around, and that
a lot of distractions, right?
Yeah, a lot of distractions, and when you're in boxing and you're in a camp, you gotta isolate yourself, or else you're just gonna run into some issues. And I think making Derek James the head coach out in Dallas was a good thing.
Yeah, that's what's up. What's up. I mean, hey, Derek James was on fire. And then, his couple of fighters has lost. So that was like, damn, what happened?
Yeah. Well, I told Ryan, I said, hey, man, that things happen in life. You just got to roll with it. Roll with the punches, as they say.
Yeah, man.
But that doesn't mean that we're going to lose.
I think you know what it is. I think that for whatever reason, of course, there's good reasons because his skills, pay the bills and stuff. But there's so much high expectation for Ryan that not even champions get the expectations that people put on Ryan.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, and it's because of his popularity, his status, and the following that he has. I mean, a perfect example is Jake Paul. Same thing, it's just he's a boxer, but so many people follow him, so he brings that excitement and that expectation. But for Ryan, since he's on the pro circuit, it's like you got to perform, because if you're going to do something on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, in order to separate yourself from that to being an exact fighter, you have to prove yourself. There's more of a demand. And that's why he has that. He has that on him, But a lot of people don't realize that we started at age 7.
Yeah.
So, at age 7, we went through the whole amateur circuit. So all these guys that we know, like Shakur, like Haney, and some other fighters out there, we know who they are, and they certainly know who we are.
Tay, 200 plus amateur bouts. Yeah, I seen the styles. How many? Seven national world titles?
Well, Ryan's got 15.
15 national. God damn, 15 national. My fault, man. My math was off. It's just so much.
Yeah, my younger son has 8. But I mean,
shout out to Sean.
It's hard to win one national.
I know. I tell people that. I tell people that, like, I'm like, yo, you guys are just saying, in the Instagram, the social media, this man got so.
You know what it is? I'll break it down, man. You got to win the district. District is like all LA, all Los Angeles, and that includes Indio, that includes Fontana, that includes everybody in LA, and then you gotta fight the state.
Yeah.
So the whole state of California. And then right after that, you got to go to the regionals, which
that's tough.
New Mexico, Las Vegas, and all that. And then once you get through that bracket, now you go to the nationals to fight New York, Texas, and all those
Midwest.
The guys that they eliminated on their way up too. And it's sad because it's happy, but then it's sad. The reason why it's happy is because you got there. You got to the nationals. The sad part is that there can only be one winner. Yeah.
Hey, that's the part, right? That's the part of the sport. Why? Let me ask you this. What happened? Because I don't know the information. Why didn't he go for the Olympics, or did he go for the Olympics or the Olympic job?
He did, but they boycotted it in Russia when he was ready to do it, and they said that he was already in the USA team. He had made the USA team after he won his 15th national title out in Reno, Nevada. So he was already on the team, and we were headed to the Olympics, but something happened, and that's when Ryan and I decided, you know what, it's time just to go to pro then, because we're not going to wait another 4 years without a headgear to do some training. No way. I mean, you get injured, then there goes your career.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that wanted to turn pro after they took the headgear off. And it's like, why would I fight for free?
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but the reason why Ryan got so happy fighting Luke Campbell and beating him, because that was
like his Olympic.
Yeah, and that was a missing link that Ryan had. Ryan had won so many things besides that, but then being an Olympian, a gold medalist, he was like, hey, man, there's my gold right there. It was beautiful.
Now I actually understand and get why he was so emotional about that one.
Exactly, and that was the reason.
You see, there's a lot of there's a lot of storylines that people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like
people don't know. Yeah, they don't know the insight because they don't talk to me or they don't ask those questions.
You see,
but if you ask questions, the right question, you're gonna get the right answer.
Yeah, because somebody will be like, I mean, yeah, you beat Luke Campbell, but why are you so emotional about it? You didn't win a chip, but now I understand. This is like this was his gold medal. Since Luke,
absolutely.
Now
you hit the nail right on the head.
Perfect, I understand.
And that was the thing that he missed out when they boycotted the year that he was supposed to go, and then he had an opportunity with Luke Campbell, and man, Luke Campbell dropped him.
Yeah, so, that body shot.
That was that even made it even more special because he got up and he said, "No, I want this." And he went for it.
It showed a lot. It showed a lot of character, and also it did debunk the unnecessary narratives of him pulling out of a fight or him being the diva. The criticism that he unfairly has got. And even when he went and get his hand surgery, they were still like, "Oh, he ducked this fight, man. He's getting a hand surgery." When he got his hand surgery, there was people still trying to discredit him and calling him.
And then wait, and that's another story. See, here's the thing, and I'm glad you brought that up too. See, that's another story that's valid. Whereas that we don't back down from anyone, okay? But if my son tells me, hey, and we're doing mitts, I'm doing mitts with him, and my son tells me, hey, Dad, I'm not gonna swing hard because my wrist hurts me. And then I got to take him to the doctor and check it out. And he had a hairline fracture back in the day, and it never got cured. He goes, and the doctor said, in order to finally cure it, you have to have some surgery.
Okay.
And if you don't, you're always going to have this pain, and you're going to have to always go on cortisone. And he goes, cortisone is works for a while, but it's just like anything else. You don't want to get addicted to it.
Yeah, a lot of athletes have gotten addicted to cortisone.
So you have to, and it works. So cortisone works. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a temporary fix. But if you want a permanent fix, you got to get that surgery. So it's not like he backed out from And then with Linares, another story, the COVID came around.
Yeah,
COVID. Linares couldn't get out of Japan because of COVID. So that's how that played out. So things like that, if people don't understand, of course they're going to criticize Ryan.
Yeah, and you know how boxing is like they criticize everything for whatever.
But it is what it is. You just again, you got to roll with the punches.
Yeah, Ryan just tweeted like half an hour ago. He said, "I advise my team to contact Team Haney to discuss and make the fight happen between Devin and I." Talk to us about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, trust me, I just heard about it early, and I was like, well, okay, well, I mean, it's hey, we know Haney back in the day. He was our rival.
Yep. 6-6, right?
Yeah, 3-3. We fought 6.
Oh yeah, 6-3-3.
And it was 3-3. So it was it's a good matchup, and a lot of people, they don't understand. Ryan yet because of his Instagram and his YouTube and all that. Haney doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference is that Ryan does it because it also helps him sell tickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, it's a hustle. You know.
You got to be a hustler, right?
Yep.
I mean, every man knows that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also knows how to box and knocks people out. So you're gonna get the.
And he could steal your girl. And he could steal your girl. And he could steal your girl. He's a triple threat.
Well, he's handsome. He's tall. I mean, and he can knock people out. So, and now he's got some income. So.
What do you so now looking back at when you had your rivals with Devin Haney and looking his performance, his latest performance, how do you feel about the Devin Haney's performance? Has he gotten better, or you still see we still got Devin, we still could beat Devin? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question. The thing is this, okay? What do I see in Devin? I see a good boxer. I'm not going to lie. I see a good boxer. But do I see somebody that goes for the kill? No, I don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
If Ryan even touches you and you wobble, he's going for a kill.
Yeah. You got a killer instinct.
Okay, he's not going to wait for his father to say, oh, just stick to the game plan. No, bro. Nobody's paying you for overtime here. You hurt somebody, man, and they wobble. You go for the attack. Mm-hmm. That's what people want. That's what people pay to see. People pay to see for home runs and grand slams. Well, why not go see some knockouts? That's what people want. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. But nobody's gonna want to see or pay for a performance that Shakur did the other time. No.
Yeah.
You don't do stuff like that. People pay good money to see good fights. So the answer to your question, yeah, I see Devin Haney as a good fighter. Absolutely. I give every fighter credit. But someone to go for a kill, I don't see it.
Who if you had to choose what would be next, Devin or Tio? Who y'all want? Because I thought that it would have been good, like a Tio in Super Bowl. He's having that Super Bowl week fight in February 8th.
Well, I mean, look, here's the thing. If these are good questions you're asking, and once again, we're here to fight whoever,
mm-hmm.
Whoever line up, and whatever Ryan wants, we try to go and seek that dimension. But Tio, we like him. I think we did make him an offer at one time. Not recent one, but I'm saying way back.
Okay.
And he declined. That's true. A lot of people don't realize that. He did decline. And that was, I think that was, here's the thing, and this is kind of, it makes sense. When he lost against Cambosis and all that.
Yeah.
And Ryan was on the up and up. The tables were turning, the momentum was turning, and I think that was the time that we said, well, you know what, let's go after Tio because, Tio deserves a good fight.
Okay.
So to speak, and that's when they denied it. I think that's the time.
Oh, so that was the time they made Tio the off, like right after before before he moved up to 140.
Right, and they had denied it, and Ryan was coming up. He had fought Fortuna. He fought Tego, Fortuna, but they just denied it. Now, that's what I gathered, and this comes from, straight from a manager's point of view.
Okay.
But, but, now it's Tio, Haney, and whoever wants to
Matias now. Matias, he's the IBF champion.
I've been hearing a lot about that guy, Subriel or something like that.
Subriel Matias, the Puerto Rican.
I've been about that. And listen. I tell you once again, okay? Once again, I keep on telling people, if I didn't hear them in the amateurs, because you have hundreds, maybe thousands in the amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know their name,
then they not the golden one, they not the promising one, or
you gotta stop looking at what he's doing to the other guys. You gotta let him see him fight the big dudes, you know, the big dogs. You gotta have him see him do that, because remember that guy Baranga or whatever his name is,
Berlanga, Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah, him. He started off and he knocked everybody out and people going crazy. And then what happened?
He started looking sloppy. He got put down. He got he bit the neck of one of his opponents. He got suspended.
You know, so that's what I'm trying to say. Don't put all your eggs on this one guy, man, because if you're gonna be a show fighter, you gotta be a show fighter across the board.
So you think it's more hype with Subriel Matias?
I wouldn't say that, because again, I always say that I give everybody a fighting chance. Everybody has a fighting chance. But if I haven't heard about you, what does that tell you? That means that, you know, we fought all the styles, like Brian said. He fought all the styles in the amateurs, over 200 and 215 fights. There's not one style that he hasn't run across, and we even fought in the Olympics for the Mexico Olympics. Those, and we fought their number one guy, and we stopped them. So you run across these fighters. So Matias, they're talking big, and they're saying, oh, he could do this. Yeah, he could do that, but don't you know that we know how to punch too? Haney knows how to punch. Teofimo knows how to punch. I mean, there's a lot of boxers out there that know how to back. So, you know, don't think, you know, like who beat, what's his name? The one that just fought, that Venezuelan guy. Remember? What's his name?
Rayo.
Yeah, Rayo. Okay, Rayo got knocked out by that guy that fought Shakur, right?
Edwin de los Santos.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So we never know what's. That's the beauty about boxing.
But the point I'm making is that he looked fantastic. He looked good. I was like, wow, he beat Rayo, and Rayo's pretty decent, right? And everybody's like, oh man, this guy's gonna do. And when he fought Shakur, what happened?
Yep, he threw one of the less punches ever in combat boxing.
Isn't that embarrassing?
Yeah.
For both of them. One says that everybody's afraid of him, don't want to fight him, but yet you got a hard hitter and he's running all around the world. And the other guy, you know, people
can't cut the ring off.
He beat Rayo, but he don't have that experience with these guys. And do we know Shakur? Yeah, we know because of the amateur. You see the point I'm making? Is that if you don't know them in the amateur days, don't put all your money in that basket. Don't use that because.
Hey, and that's what I'm telling, the people. Like, it's good. I want the sport. I want people to preserve the sport. I want people to preserve these modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, but rate them accordingly. Let's rate these guys accordingly. So when they lose or we understand why they lost. We understand why they win. We understand what's the best fight and what's the number one fight. And I think that's the problem. Is like we have a problem in boxing where we hype the fighters when they haven't earned anything, and when they earn it, it's like, they ain't all that. Look at their resume. What have they done? You know.
And let me tell you something about Haney, okay? Because Haney's, you know, I respect him. I respect his dad, Bill Haney. He's really cool.
Shout out to Bill.
I like how he defends himself to people. I like that. You know, I respect that. You know, and I like the team. I like that. But there's one thing that does stand in my mind that stands out is that, and maybe you could decide for yourself. But what does Haney have in common with fighting the guys that he's fought recently? The three guys that I'm gonna that's a hint.
Yeah.
What do they have in common?
That Devin Haney fought southpaws. Let me see. With the Lomachenko, you got the Regis, and then you got the Jojo Diaz. That they come from a lower division.
No.
What
There's
do they?
A major factor here. A major factor.
What do they have in common? All right.
Not only, I'll give you one of the hints that I could. I mean, I can give you one of the hints. Is that most of them are shorter than him.
Age.
Bingo, brother.
Philip, shout out to Philip. Philip said, age. They all past 35 years old.
Bingo, brother. Bingo. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So when you say about Ryan and Haney, Ryan's his age. Ryan's taller than Haney. And we fought Haney already. I mean, he's not going to turn into a robot with us.
True. And that's why the first question I asked you since the amateur, since y'all know Devin Haney more than anybody in boxing probably. And I wanted to see what you see different. That's why.
The only thing I'm going to say is that he's a good fighter. But man, you better have something, up your sleeve, because Ryan comes with a punch. He has the speed. He has the same technique. He's the monster out there, and don't give him any stipulations anymore.
What? Oh, hey, Devin Haney knows your son more than probably anybody else, right?
Exactly, that too. I mean, well, not entirely, but he does know that Ryan does pack a punch, because
he's Ryan Garcia, isn't Ryan Garcia the last one that gave Devin Haney an 8 count?
Yeah, and not only that, he busted his eardrum. With that hook. But either way, Haney's a good fighter. Haney beat Ryan. I'm not going to deny that. But as they were getting older, Ryan fought him in West Virginia, and that was one heck of a fight. But Ryan. I mean, look, I don't give secrets away. All I'm saying is that I gave you a hint what Devin Haney has done to these other fighters that are past their prime.
But you know what? You know what? Even though like some people may see the pros and cons, you know what the pros that I see in Devin Haney actually, or any of y'all taking care of these older guys, like y'all took care of Javier Fortuna, and Devin Haney took care of the older fighters, and Tio took care of Loma at the time he took on John Taylor, is that y'all clearing out the generation above y'all, and now y'all creating your own generation. So that's good that y'all doing that.
Yeah, but Luke Campbell wasn't over his prime.
No. I understand what you're saying. No, I understand. Yeah.
And Fortuna, and that one guy they knocked out in the first round. But what I'm getting at, and Oscar Duarte, look at, I mean, that guy was good. From Mexico and all that, he's young.
Ryan, you know what Ryan said leading up to the fight? He said, I don't know if you caught this, and leading up, the all access stuff or whatever, the interviews, he said that when he was leading up to the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, that he didn't feel like he wanted it like that. Was it because of the stipulation that turned him off about it, and he knew that he was not going to be his best, or was it that there was distraction going into that fight?
Well, there was a combination of things, because it was the fight was on, then it was off, then it was on, then it was off. You can't do that to your body, because when it's on, you're on fire, and when it's off, you start slacking, and then when you finally start getting it closer and closer, now you add on the stipulations. And that. I wouldn't recommend any fighter to do something like that.
So the stipulations came before signing the contract, or while y'all in camp? Like, there's some y'all still dealing.
No, it came before the fight, where you had to before the signature, because in order to have a fight with that team, they had all these conditions. And Ryan, unfortunately said yes to everything. And you ask a guy like Fernando Vargas, the father, the senior, Fernando Vargas says, he saw me the morning after. He goes, man, I wouldn't have my son do any of that stipulation.
Is that and of course, even Bernal Hopkins and De La Hoya felt that they didn't want him to sign for all those stipulations. But credit to Ryan. Ryan is either you want he wanted the fight. He gave the fans the biggest lucrative fight in boxing.
but that's what it is. And now Ryan is saying that hopefully down the road, we could fight at 140 or something, but that's something that he will never do again. Never.
Mm-hmm.
He will never put anybody. He wouldn't ever accept any stipulations from any fighter.
And would he do it to any other fighter as the way he did?
I don't think Haney would even accept any stipulations, because that's hard on the body. It's not fair. It just isn't fair.
I don't think that none of y'all is in position to give up those type of stipulations. Like Ryan is in position where, he might not have a title, but he's probably the A side and probably almost all the fights at 140, so he doesn't have to give up anything.
No, and he won't.
How's the relationship with De La Hoya? I see after the fight they shook hands. I know you was cordial. You always cordial with the team.
I'm always cordial. I don't like what happened. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like what happened. It's very disrespectful. And as a promoter, you have to just remain a promoter, not somebody that you throw jabs at or say he's a child. Bro, my son is not a child. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's just that if you throw something out there on Twitter or anything like that, like Brian said, it's all in black and white. You're not gonna say it's a different language where you don't understand. You understand it. And I don't know what happened to Bernard Hopkins, because that was shocking, though. Bernard Hopkins, we had dinner one time, and he was like all over Ryan, like, oh, he's this and that, he's this and that, he's special, he's blah blah blah. And then from one day to the next, bro, it's like I'm still in shock.
Yeah. Hey, I'm the only thing. Shout out to Bernard Hopkins. He's a legend. The only thing I'm shocked was when he said that when Bernard Hopkins said that Gervonta Tank Davis is pound for pound #1. I'm like, come on, man, come on. But other than that, we never know what's happening behind closed doors.
Well, I know, but I can't reveal.
Yeah. I understand. I'm only asking you what's in the surface, right? What we all seen already, and the comments that Bernard and Oscar De La Hoya made. But I from the outside looking in, I feel like Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia is like the best fighter promoter matchup. I don't know why I wish it did work.
Yeah. The thing is this, where, I respect Oscar as a fighter back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But as a promoter, I think he should always never disparage their own fighter. You shouldn't do that. That's a big no-no, especially prior to going into a fight. You can't disparage someone like that. You can't. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to promote. That's why you're called promoter, not a demoter. You know what I mean? You're a promoter, and that's key right there. And if you don't do that, then you're gonna have some problems.
And what you think it needs to take for that relationship to be where it needs to be, or where Ryan wanted to be? What do you think needs to happen?
He needs to go to church, brother.
Alabaré. He needs to go to church. We all need Jesus. We all need Jesus.
Right? That's the only solution I know.
Man. It almost sounds, well, I of course, having God is optimistic, but and some say it sounded a little pessimistic as well. It's like it's out of the reach.
That's what I mean. That's what you need.
Oh man.
Your fighters, man. You got come on, brother. You're a promoter. We're making money for you.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Lopez says, "Oh, I can't believe that he made so much money for Canelo. He made so much money for I don't know who else. He made so much money for Ryan."
Oh, you're talking about Mario Lopez and Steve Kim on their podcast?
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, brother. And look we made the fight happen. Not just De La Hoya. We all did. Al Haymon. You had DAZN involved. You had Showtime involved. You had Gold involved, and then you had the teams. You had team involved, which Ellerby and you had Ryan Garcia and his team with Lupe Valencia. You had all these people involved. So don't say that it's Oscar. Please don't say that.
Okay.
Okay. I know some stuff that'll just clear everything right away. Right away.
So what? Because there's always misconception of the ghost, Al Haymon. How was it your son working with Al Haymon?
All right, I'll just tell you this much, okay? If it wasn't for Al Haymon and Lupe, there wouldn't have been a fight. And you can quote me on that. You know, and I don't care if you have listeners, but I'm telling you, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Al Haymon, not once did he talk to Oscar De La Hoya. They have something going on that way back in the past. Yeah. And they don't see eye to eye. Mm-hmm. So, you know, when you don't see eye to eye with somebody, you got to go through the outside doors. You got to go through this way or that way, you know. But remember, man, everybody has to play their role. But sometimes, just like that saying goes, you don't have to like someone just because you work with them.
True.
Right?
True. So you know, it's funny because, you know, and the thing, it has to do with what you're actually saying right now. You know, so, you know, if you want to fight with Tank Davis, you don't go to you go to Lupe or you go to Al Haymon. Is that what Devin Haney, that he's trying to get Gervonta Tank Davis and Eddie Hearn is giving contracts? That's who they need to contact if they want to get that fight done? Is that what you recommend if they want to get that fight done? Go to Al Haymon and Lupe.
Trust me, Bill Haney's a smart man. He knows what he has to do. All right, he knows what he has to do. Mm-hmm. All right, but the way he's doing it is all wrong right now. Because the thing is this, bro, you never upset a fighter prior to anything. You don't want to do that. Got it. Because you're like saying, hey, man, you're full of it and you're a piece of this and a piece of that, but can you let me in for a moment so that I can have dinner?
Exactly. Like you want to talk all that crap and then break bread with me and give you the biggest payday?
That's why I said go to church, brother.
Let me shout out a couple of people. Jackie Hernandez con los 10 pesos de Superchat, la reina de boxeo. Thank you, Jackie. Leonardo Rodriguez. Tell Henry to send Ryan to train in Texas Heat. He's already in the Texas Heat, Leonardo. He's right. Charles Edward Cheese got the $250 super chat. Charles, queso in the building.
Hey, tell him we like Texas, brother. We like Texas.
That's a good thing, man. I like Texas too. You know, Texas is my third favorite city. San Antonio is the best food. Oh my God.
We like Texas. We like Texas.
The best food in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yo, when y'all coming to New York, man. When y'all coming to New York and perform in front of the New York people, Madison Square Garden, Barclays Center.
We did that one time. We did that, but you know, we fought at the Madison Square Garden, you know, but it was awesome, man.
I know.
You know, awesome.
We need that main event though. We need that main event.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? It can happen, brother. It can happen. You know, like I said, there's a lot of fights ahead of us, and there's going to be some good fights that are going to be made because you can't go backwards anymore. You know what I mean? You got to go forward. There's, you know, Haney's going to end up fighting good fighters. You know, he might run into Ryan. He might run into Tio. He might run into other fighters. You know, but it's going to happen. You know, just like I told him, hey, Ryan and Tank's going to happen, you know, because I saw the development. I saw how it was developing. Yeah. You know, but I think the hardest fight that was made was Ryan and Tank. I'm not kidding you.
No, that was the and to be honest, I think that it did more.
It almost didn't happen.
And
but I give credit to Golden Boy. I do give credit to them because they were part of it. But don't say on air, Steve or Mario, if Oscar made it happen. No. Sorry, brother. There's other people involved. You said there were facts. No, they're not facts, okay? That's what I'm saying is facts.
You think he's coming from a place of bias because he is cool with Oscar, Mario?
Of course he is. Of course he is. And, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But, you know, like I said, I don't bash people. All I'm saying is that if you want to talk facts, hey, bro, sit me down with you and I'll give you facts. Because, I mean, why am I going to? I don't have to.
Hey, Henry, the last time you spit facts, there was somebody, I ain't going to mention his name, that was begging me, please take the interview off.
You know why? Because it was facts.
Because it was facts. Oh my God. You know, to this day, they mad at me.
I don't care.
Right? And I'm like, wow, you the one that actually.
I know.
I'm like.
Well, you know what it was? He didn't think we would listen. He didn't think we would tune in. You know, so when I finally came out with the truth, he goes, oh, no, take it. No,
I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems.
Yeah, you know, don't do stuff like that.
Yeah. You there?
If I put something that was falling down on me, but I'm not gonna tell you something that I don't know.
You know, but
I mean, it's plain as daylight.
It's crazy. But the last time we did speak about Sean, I thought that Sean was about to not like hang it up. What made him go? You know what got his the urge to fight again?
Who?
Your son, Sean.
Sean. Oh, that was a good question. And what happened was Ryan said, "Hey, you know, I want you to be with me in camp, but I want you to train now because you bring me inspiration." And Sean does. And Sean, when he's in shape, brother, and he not the beast when he's in shape, he knows the game, man. I turned him into a southpaw.
Yeah.
You know, I told you that. So Sean's very, very smart when it comes to boxing, but they inspire each other. One feeds off the other, vice versa. So, you know, when I do mitts with Sean, Ryan's right there looking like, and then he'll say later, "Hey, Dad, we're gonna do mitts in about 15 minutes, okay?"
That's what's up. Because you told me he wanted to become a police officer, or something like that, right?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Come on, brother.
Come on. You don't gotta risk your life there. I'd rather you risk your life in the ring.
Come on, brother, you know. So, you know, but him and Ryan have a very good relationship, and they love each other and they love boxing. So, you know, one will help the other. And the good news is that Sean was able to come down on weight. Yeah,
he looked real slim. Real slim. Looked like in great shape. Great outing for him as well. You know, he won the fight as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Yo, what you think about, so now when y'all train, since there was a mole in the gym, you know, the mole in the gym.
That was. I don't know who that was, but oh well.
So now, do y'all go to gym now in a different way? Do y'all vent everybody? How is it now that there was a mole in the gym? So now, how do you go into the training camp nowadays?
Well, it's this way. If you don't belong there, you're not coming in.
Okay, you don't trust nobody.
So, you know, it's whoever belongs there is welcome. You have Frank Martin there too. You know, we don't want anything to leak out there, but you got good fighters coming in. And
I think it broke up. Hello.
Us and the team.
Oh, okay.
It was just us and the team. Yeah. You know, so, you know, and you have to do that because, you know, I mean, trust me, I know a lot, but one thing that one person said to me is, and I'm not going to mention their name, but it was on that side of Tank's team, says that, hey, man, when it comes to fighting, you got to do what you got to do. Yep. I was like, what? What?
Hey, man, I think, man.
In other words, you got to do what you got to do to win.
Exactly.
And, I mean, what can you say, right?
Yeah. What do you feel about, of course, you know, y'all perform, you know, under the bright lights of Showtime. Showtime is gone. Yeah. How do you feel about that as a fan and as a person in the business of boxing?
You know, I'm sad that it's gone. Just like when HBO left, I was shocked more with HBO. But, you know, hey, bro, just like anything else, bro, you know, out with the old in with the new, and hopefully, you know, the new will perform just as good. That's all you could do and hope for.
If I could ask, could you answer how much left does Ryan Garcia ever have in his contract? Because I remember when he signed that lucrative deal. What was it, like 3 years ago during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How long does he have in that contract? Do you can you disclose that or not?
I don't want to disclose that.
Okay.
You know, and the only reason why is because of what they're going through.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
So keep it with the attorneys, and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I know the answer, but I'd rather stay away from that because that's between them.
You know? I got you. No, respect. I just, because there is like Shakur Stevenson. He got one last year with Top Rank. Devin Haney is a free agent. Ryan Garcia, that's why I asked you, because there's gonna be a time, maybe I was projecting that they're all gonna be like free agent, and I feel like this generation, they've been doing so much power move. Like your son he's bringing a whole different type of crowd into the sport of boxing, and he's being a trailblazer in the social media. He changed the game with the social media, and Devin Haney, how his father does his business, is doing well. So I feel like the business model is going to change because of your son and Haney and Tio.
Well, I said something earlier in the show that if you dig deep, you'll get the answer you're looking for.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna dig. But
go ahead. But yeah, anyways, shout out to Punk Drunk Boxing. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Fun doing it, brother.
Thank you. And thank you for your time. I know you're a busy man. And thank you. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to the whole family. And I hope you have a great holiday. Great Christmas.
You too, brother. Happy holidays. And let's go knock them out, brother.
Let's go. Appreciate you, brother.
One more thing, brother. One more thing.
Yeah.
Go to church, brother.
Go to church. Pray to Jesus. Good Lord. All right, brother.
Have a good one.
You too. Shout out to Henry Garcia, Ryan Garcia's dad. Always good people to talk to. And look, I'm gonna tell you something about the Ryan, his dad. You see how they get critiqued so much? Yo, they don't take nothing personal. They have great sense of humor. I remember when Ryan was like, yo, Punch, you make me laugh, yo. Like, I don't take nothing. I think that you're funny, I don't take nothing personal. And I'm like, yo, Ryan, I wish that more people understand. They like Ryan, and look at the things that I say about Subriel Matias, or about other fighters, or Gervonta Tank Davis, or doing the video of with Devin Haney and how in the heavy bag. Ryan Garcia, like, has a sense of humor. He don't take nothing personal, and that's why I'm cool with Ryan Garcia, because he take nothing personal. He got thick skin, in my opinion, and there's a lot of people in the sport of boxing that don't got that thick skin. You feel me? It's like he got trained for it. He got trained for the criticism that's coming his way and how to handle it. But shout out to Ryan Garcia. Shout out to Henry Garcia. Once again, blessing us with a good interview. Hey, Bill, Devin, you heard what the man said. If you want to get the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, stop going at Tank and contact Al Haymon and Lupe yourself. They said that it was because of them that made the fight happen. If it wasn't for Al and Lupe, the biggest fight that happened in 2023 would never happen. So I think that's in terms of the Devin Haney situation with Gervonta Tank Davis, I believe that's one of that's the highlight of the information. The biggest fight in boxing was Ryan versus Tank, the most lucrative fight. And Henry said it was because of Al Haymon and Lupe, of course, with other people in place. But if it wasn't for them, the fight would have never happened. So if Devin Haney, you want that fight, do what Ryan actually did and contact the people that you need to contact to get the fight done. Look, and it's once again, like, how many people in the industry talk bad about Al Haymon? Al Haymon must be doing a lot of great things, man. Bud Crawford, Earl Spence got made. All these fighters and all these business entities, the only people that have a problem with Al Haymon is trolls, or, you know, of course, Oscar De La Hoya had his running with Al Haymon, but they still made they still made this fight as well. You know, Golden Boy Promotions people, Eric Gomez still had a good relationship with Al Haymon. They still made the fight. So, man, good interview. Of course, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to continually talk about the interview and stuff like that. Ryan Garcia has told his people to send Devin Haney a contract. Let's see what's going to happen from there. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest fights. I think that's the biggest. I think that's one of the biggest rivalries in the sport of boxing, because they have a lot of history. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia out there in the amateur, 6 fights, three got it. 3 wins. 3 wins for Devin Haney, 3 wins for Ryan Garcia. But let's not forget that Ryan Garcia is the last man to give Devin Haney an 8 count in the amateurs. Ryan Garcia is the last man to give an 8 count. I know there's a lot of criticism. And look, what we was laughing about, the California roll. We was laughing about the California roll. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia tried to find himself at the end of the day in terms of skills, enhancing his skill set. But Ryan Garcia finished his opponent at the 8th round. And he's getting critiqued, but then we praise other people that knock their opponent in the 5th or the 6th and the 8th round, and then they get praised like they're the monsters of everything. There's a lot of expectation going on around Ryan Garcia. And I want to thank the people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I didn't set the super chat when I was talking to him, because I don't want to lose my train of thought. You feel me? You feel me? I don't want to lose my train of thought. So Jackie Hernandez, gracias, Jackie. Por los 10 pesos a comprar comida china. Leonardo, good looking out with the super chat, with the $2 super chat. Good looking out. Tell Haney that I told them about it. And queso la música de queso, la música de queso.
Say he's got his own money. I mean, the boy has got his own money.
DJ Carmelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música, Yankee thing.
He's rich. He is rich. He's got his own money. Say he's got his own money. I mean, the boy has got his own money.
All right, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get back. Let's get to what we was talking about before the interview with Henry Garcia, Ryan Garcia's father, trainer. Hold on, give me a second. Keep on smashing the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. Let me see how many likes we got. How many likes? Oh, I can't see the likes right now, but keep on smashing the like button. Keep on smashing the like button. I told you we're going to have a surprise, man. I told you. So Ryan Garcia right now, just called out Devin the Dream Haney, going to send a contract to Devin Haney. We had Henry Garcia. We work fast out here in Puerto Rico Boxeo. We work fast, man. We're going to give you that instant news, man. We better than ESPN, Fox, and all them channels. This is Puerto Rico Boxeo, mi hermano. Everybody smash the like button. All right, baby. Leo with the super chat, pero ¿por qué Matías no dijo nada de su lesión a los días siguientes de la pelea? En sus entrevistas, eso salió después de la ofrenda de Tio. Smell BS. Así mismito, ¿verdad? ¿Verdad, Leo? Eso es verdad, Leo. ¿Por qué no dijo nada? But you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all feel I've been going hard, pause, on Subriel Matias? Do you feel like I'm being unfair? El Puerto Rican superstar Subriel Matias, let me know right now. Should I apologize? I'm sorry. Should I apologize? Punta Roca Boxing. Apologize for Subriel Matias and all the people that feel like I'm being too hard on them. Because I'm humble like that. If I have to apologize, if I'm being too hard, am I trying to bring him down? Tell me, should I apologize to Subriel Matias? Because people out there is telling you punch, man. You mean, man? I don't know about you punch no more, man. For real, I don't understand. Let me see what the people are saying. Mobile says yes. Danny says no apology. Life Elijah says hell no. VS said put him on, bro. Jackie said nap. BU. Life Elijah said BU punch. No, you're fair. John said nah, you fair. Fact. He said Victor Garcia said nah, you good. He should. Chuck said translate, please. Carlos said no apology. Philip said no, sir. Alexander Ramos said yes, sir. Jason says no. We only got 2 yes. I'm going to give another minute. Savage in the building. What's good, Savage? Should I apologize to Subriel Matias? The people are saying that punch, you're being mean to him. You're being mean. They're calling me names. They're telling me that I'm red. They're telling me that I'm trying to put the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans against each other. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings, you know? I was just trying to talk boxing, y'all. I was just trying to keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively, man. I saw a man call another man cobarde, coward. And then the other man stepped up and said, let's fight. And I seen the other man say, I ain't no ready. And I just thought I was being fair. No Mercy said, yes, apologize, punch. Leo said, Matias' defense sucks. Tio would knock him out in 4 rounds. No, Subriel never main event before. Jojo said, yeah, you should. You're dogging Matias to uplift Tio, and he didn't even give you tickets to his fights. Ooh. So y'all want me to be bought? Oh, so Jojo, you want me to be bought? That's the good thing. VS said, Blaze said, yes. Apologize. You can say what you want, big dog. Freak said, pause. Carla said, I ain't no ready. Mi mano. Nobody like the merengue. They say that your merengue song ain't gonna make the Grammys. That's what they're trying to say. They say that my I know ready merengue song is not gonna make the Grammys. What did he say? Song Beater said yes, apologize. Okay, now I'm seeing more yes. It's becoming half and half. No, yes, should I apologize to Subriel Matias? Because he's saying, I ain't no ready. Mi mano, it hurt. I'm not ready for Teofimo Lopez. What's wrong with you, Ponte Tronco Boxeo? What's wrong with you? And I'm supposed to get back in the ring? They call me the monster. They call me the boogeyman. Am I supposed to go back in the ring after 3 weeks? Because this is the 3 weeks he's been off. And right now, if he would go to camp, if we would have started his camp on Monday, it would have been 8 weeks going to the fight on February 8th. I'm just getting my math right. But anyway. Is it? Am I being hard on him? Santos says no. He not ready. Should I apologize? Subriel Matias, tú eres de lo mío también, Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias, tú eres de lo mío. Tú eres mi amigo. Yo le tengo respeto a Subriel Matias, pero yo le hablo. Mira, esto es lo que es, mi hermano. My friends, this is your boy Punch Run Boxing. I'm comedic. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. If I can't tell you my truth, and I'm not going to say that I'm wrong or right. If I can't tell you my truth, in the manner that I could tell you my truth. Hey, yo, I never had problems with friends. I never really had problems with friends because I tell them the truth. They know my characteristic. You feel me? They know I got a good heart. I got a good heart. But that's all I'm saying. Si tú le estás llamando un person, mira, look at Teofimo Lopez. Look, Teofimo Lopez, the other live, what I said. I say, yo, Tio, stop looking at these guys' pockets. Remember? I said, man, stop looking at these guys' pockets. Stop being frustrated with Devin Haney and his business. Stop being frustrated with ESPN and Shakur Stevenson. Forget about it. Stop being a pocket watcher. Because maybe that's going to frustrate you on what's the value. What's the value of Teofimo Lopez? What's the value of Shakur? What's the value of this? What's the value of this? This guy's getting this. And if you're looking at everybody else's shit, and then you look at your shit, you're going to be like, oh shit, he ain't shit. Why he's getting this and why he's getting that? But what Shakur is getting is none of your business. What Devin Haney is getting, none of your business. What Keyshawn is getting, none of your business. What these other fighters getting, none of your business. Tio, man, just stop pocket watching, right? I keep it real. I keep it honest. Boo Andre, my brother Boo Boo. Check. I told Boo, I said, yo, you know that snackety snack. You gotta understand that a guy like Victor Conte, you know what I'm saying? He got a bad reputation. So you gotta be ready for those criticisms. You gotta be ready that if you knock out David Benavidez, they might say snack. You understand? I'm being real. So Subriel Matias, when he knocked out Ponce, and I said, Boricua, qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, qué bonita bandera, la bandera puertorriqueña. I can't wait till Subriel Matias come to Madison Square Garden. I can't wait till Subriel Matias capture the imagination, the emotion of the Puerto Rican fan base. I can't wait. We got him here. He's the next Trinidad. He's Miguel Cotto. We got the fan, baby. We got it, Madison Square Garden. Matias, let's go. I ain't seen none of you people that was critiquing me going to those comment section. I went back to the video today. I went to the video back today when I'm praising Subriel Matias, and I ain't seen none of you guys critiquing me. Ain't nobody. And look, and I'm going to keep it real. Who is Ponce? Who is these guys in his resume? Ain't none of y'all came up to me and say, yo, Punch, you over-exaggerating. Punch, you on his dick. Punch, you're writing him. Or all these gay terminology. None of you came to my channel and spoke that I'm writing somebody, that I'm biased to somebody. As a matter of fact, do you know what I got? Yo, pero tú le enseñas a los puertorriqueños more love than Dominicans. That's what I got. You know what I got that? I even got that from some Dominicans. Or you show more love to Puerto Rican fighters than Dominican fighters. Because with Hector Luis Garcia, I said that Gervonta Tank is going to turn Hector Luis Garcia como un totones. And Shakur Stevenson, I said that Shakur Stevenson is going to turn Edwin de los Santos como un totones. And they'd be like, yo, Punch, go look at the videos. Go look at the comments. Never did I see people coming to Punch and Troque Boxeo and say, yo, you being effed up to Matias, or you exaggerating with Matias, or you on his dick, or you on riding him, or all of the rocket, or you on his nuts. No, none of you came over here to critique me. And then as soon as I said, ooh, Teofimo Lopez sent the contract to Subriel Matias. Yo, Tio is, I'm telling you, Tio is that dog. Subriel Matias the monster. Let's go. And then he says, I ain't not ready. I said, Poro, come on. First, remember when he calls Teofimo Lopez cobarde, I was there. I was in the Mandalay Bay. Yo tengo foto con el tigre, mi hermano. He said, God damn, let me say my damn piece. Mira, espérame, no me puede. Wait a minute. Because nobody's being fair to me. If I was fair, mira, yo estaba con el tigre ahí, ese es mi amigo, mira, mira, yo estaba con el tigre ahí, after the fight, my friend. Yo estaba con ese tigre. Ah, ponte troco, mira la fotito, mira yo, mira, Subriel Matias, ponte dron, que somos amigos. Somos amigos. Pero con me Punch and Drug, I gotta say the truth. Y yo se lo digo a mi amigo. Hey, si tú le vas a llamar a un hombre cobarde, if you're gonna call him a coward, and the man steps up, see, this is what I feel. He said he don't like you now. He's my friend. He's my friend. Mira, cogiendo foto con la gente. He was right there. He was sitting. I was sitting right there. I was next to the ring. Mira, Mira, yo soy parte de lo que boxeo, yo no hablo mentira. Mira, no tiene nada en la mano, mira, nothing, ni tenía hielo. So, like I would tell my friend, I said, and I told him right there. I should have recorded the whole conversation I had with him. Que estúpido soy era yo. But I told him, I said, man, así mimita que tú tienes que hablar. Yo, you gotta come to New York City. Tú sabes que los puertorriqueños te están esperando aquí en Nueva York, porque, you know, he be training in Mexico and stuff like that. Los puertorriqueños te estamos esperando aquí. Hasta yo hablé como un puertorriqueño también. Yo le hablé a él como yo era puertorriqueño, because I was there, I was lit, I was happy for him. Ven para Nueva York. Voy para Nueva York con los latinos y puertorriqueños que tu gente están aquí. En June, vamos a pelear, vamos. But then, Teofimo Lopez, but remember what I've been pumping. Teofimo Lopez, Super Bowl. Teofimo Lopez, Super Bowl. Let's go, Javon Davis. He don't want to fight. Ryan Garcia, it didn't happen. Bud Crawford don't want to fight. Let's go. And then, out of all the people, as we know, Teofimo Lopez and being who he is, when people wanted him to face what was it, Barbosa? Was it Barbosa? He said, man, get this man out of here. Then what are Regis? Man, I want Josh Taylor, the lineal champion. So now Teofimo Lopez wants to unify the titles. Y le manda un contrato al monstruo, el boogeyman de Subriel Matias. So I'm thinking, yo, Tio, I'm telling you, what I've been telling you, he's different. You just ain't gonna call me a coward. He remind me of Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future. Yellow? I'm yellow? I'm coward? No, you don't call no Teofimo Lopez no damn coward. And then Subriel Matias said, my hand. But you called them out. See, Subriel Matias didn't think that Teofimo Lopez or his team was going to send Subriel Matias a contract. He was ready to call out these guys, but he wasn't ready for the call out to be answered. Am I right or wrong? Y'all not gonna be logical with me? Subriel Matias was ready to call out each and every one of these guys after his fight, but he was not ready. He was not ready for those call outs to be answered. And that's why he's like, but let's do this some another time, because he was not ready. He was not ready. Is that Teofimo Lopez's fault that you're not ready? You think that Teofimo Lopez sits around YouTube and say, let me see all the interviews of Subriel Matias? You think a contract is drawn out that same day? No. Teofimo Lopez Jr. has yet to come out and talk about this situation. Am I right or wrong? And if it wasn't for Subriel Matias, we wouldn't even know that Teofimo Lopez would have sent him a contract. Am I right or wrong? Because it was Subriel Matias that said it on Instagram. Teofimo Lopez have said nothing about this situation. And still this man is telling that Teofimo Lopez won't go out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't give a damn if you hate Teofimo Lopez for all your guts. If you're a fight fan, you know for a shadow of a doubt, it's facts that Teofimo Lopez is the furthest thing to a coward than any other fighter of this generation. Of this generation, Teofimo Lopez is the furthest of any cowards. If there is any cowards, he'll be the furthest of any of this generation. Because he's the one that set the tone. If you talk about Bam Rodriguez as a coward, you're lying. If you talk about Teofimo Lopez as a coward, you're lying. If you talk about David Benavidez as a coward, well, I don't know about... You're lying, but he was in mandatory position to face Arturo Beterbiev of these, and they send a letter so he could be ranked right back to the 168-pound division. Pero ustedes lo saben, mi hermano, ustedes lo saben. Ustedes en this channel, ustedes lo están apoyando a Teofimo Lopez. And I understand that once y'all got the countryman in Subriel Matias, ustedes lo votan a Teofimo Lopez. But I know Teofimo Lopez has performed, 9 times in Madison Square Garden? Half of his fights is in Madison Square Garden. And I'm going to tell you that the Puerto Ricans love Teofimo Lopez. The Puerto Ricans have adopted Teofimo Lopez as his own. Oh, yes. If I ever been to a Teofimo Lopez fight out here, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. The Puerto Ricans come out for Teofimo Lopez in New York City. Anybody come out? Anybody could be a witness. Anybody will witness to me over here that going to Madison Square Garden, Hulu Theater. Even when he faced, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Even when Bud Crawford faced the Mean Machine, Teofimo Lopez had more of a crowd than Bud Crawford and the Mean Machine. The crowd was there to actually see Teofimo Lopez and Richard Coleman. And I understand the hate of Teofimo Lopez now. And it's sad. It's sad. Because now I see that now that Subriel Matias has captured the pulse of the Puerto Rican fan base, ustedes that was supporting Teofimo Lopez because he's not your own, usted lo está votando a ese tigre. Y eso es lo que está pasando. Y por eso when I put the benefit of the doubt, Teofimo Lopez 56%, Matias 34%. Y'all capping. For whatever reason, now y'all turning on Tio? Because when it's about Tio and Haney, and my critique go to Haney, ustedes me apoyan a mí. Mira eso, ustedes se ríen, me apoyan. Y'all love those content. Y'all loved Punch Drunk Boxing. But then now that it's Tio versus Matias, then is another thing. Pues ya yo sé lo que. Ya yo sé lo que. But anyway, man. So, should I apologize to Subriel Matias? Subriel Matias, I no sorry, my friend. I am no sorry, okay? I no sorry, all right? I no sorry. I don't need to apologize. I don't need to be sorry. I don't care. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. If you want to call somebody a coward and then the man steps up to you and then you say, I know ready, then you're the coward. You are the coward. When it comes to Teofimo Lopez. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. When it comes to Teofimo Lopez, el cobarde eres tú. When it comes to Devin Haney, that's another thing. If it comes to Tank, it's another thing. If it comes to Ryan, it's another thing, because none of these guys ever send you a contract. You're the boogeyman. You're the guy that nobody want to mention. It was Teofimo Lopez on his biggest, on the biggest date that they gave him. February 8th, Super Bowl week. In March, ain't no Super Bowl. In April, there's no Super Bowl. He want to unify the titles now. And if you're not ready for it, then you're not ready to be king. You are not prepared. You are unfit to be king, because a king always prepare for battle. How do I know that? How do I know that? Dime, mire cómo se fueron la gente. Hey, yo, that shit went from 91 to 78. Ese Amari, yo me voy de aquí ya. Me voy, cállate, cabrón, me voy de aquí. Yo creía que tú le habías dicho sorry a los de nosotros de eso. Gracias, Leo. Gracias. Hey. Yo, that shit was a 91. I said, I know, sorry, that shit jumped to the 70s. Oh, man. The real shout out to Bad Buddy Books. That's funny. All I'm saying this. You know why? Because what people don't know, and this is what I give props, and Tio don't even talk about this because he understood the first time. When he said about his health, everybody ganged up on him. The whole boxing world laughed at him. The whole boxing world laughed at Tio. Didn't give him the benefit of the doubt. They laughed at him. When Ryan Garcia pulled out of a fight because his hand was broken and he had surgery, the fans laughed at him. They called him a diva. They called him the pull-out king, pause. They called him the golden girl. When Jamel Charlo pulled out of the fight with Tim Zhu and showed a cast, even the WBO sent a letter to Jamel Charlo to show proof, and he had a broken hand and a cast on. You guys said that he was ducking Tim Zhu. You guys said that Ryan Garcia was a diva. None of you gave a fuck about Teofimo Lopez being sick or half dead or whatever you want to call it. To this day, y'all say it's an excuse. And then y'all going to come to me with a Subriel Matias. Let me tell you something about Teofimo Lopez. Subriel Matias, let me tell you about, and I like Subriel Matias. I think he's needed in the sport of boxing. I think in 140-pound division, he's needed in the sport of boxing. Let me tell you something about the guy that you call Cobarde. And this is the difference between why Teofimo Lopez is where he's at today. And I said it several days ago. But for the new people that's coming on, let me tell you again. Teofimo Lopez had hand surgery right before going to camp versus Josh Taylor. They wanted to push it back till July. But who's the A side, y'all? Who was the A side? Josh Taylor. The sooner the better. Get him in June. Let me tell you again. Teofimo Lopez had minor hand surgery right before going to camp with Josh Taylor. Okay? Teofimo Lopez was not cleared to spar until the 5th and 4th week of that camp. Did Teofimo Lopez pulled out of the fight? No. Did Teofimo Lopez says, yes, I'll fight in June? Yes. Why? Because of the opportunity. Because Teofimo Lopez knew at this point where he's at, especially with Top Rank, that he needed that fight to be where he's at today as the top dog in 140. So if I'm going to go for the gusto, I'm not going to waste my hand on Barbosa. And I'm not going to waste my hand on Regis. I'm going to waste my hand on Josh Taylor. Because if I beat Josh Taylor, I will become lineal. If I beat Josh Taylor, I'll be a champion again at 140. So when his hands was fucked up, Teofimo Lopez fought with 4 weeks of sparring. As a matter of fact, let's just say 3 weeks of sparring because the last week is media week. And Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor. So when I see the difference between Matias and his injury and Teofimo Lopez already having surgery right before the camp, Subriel Matias was not ready to do what Teofimo Lopez did. There's some fighters that will fight with injuries. There's certain fighters that won't. And I'm not saying I pressure any fighter to go out there. All I'm saying is do not compare. Tú le llamaste al the wrong. I'm gonna say it like this. Subriel Matias is not that you call Teofimo Lopez or any other fighter out. That's what you're supposed to do. You just call the wrong man a cobarde. That's it. You call the wrong man the cobarde. You call the wrong man the coward because Subriel Matias know that out of all of them, hold on, got you right here. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Have you tried the number one?
What's that? Four months ago, when Subriel Matias had an interview and they asked him, who's the hardest fight at 140? Subriel Matias said, Teofimo Lopez is the guy that's going to push me to the limit. If it's any other fighter, it's Teofimo Lopez. I'm not cutting, it's not about I'm not cutting him slack. It's because it's who. Now, if it was Subriel Matias with somebody else, but come on, man. It's not about me, being a fanboy. Is that I'm being a fanboy to boxing. I know who's the guys that's trying to be great and trying to, and yo, my man, Tio did it, bro. I've seen Tio not fit to fight. And I even told Tio, why are you fighting? And that's why for a long time I said, Tio is just a crazy motherfucker. I've been telling y'all this. This ain't because, oh, no, I just know I'm not. No, he is, bro. He is. He's a dude that's willing to die in that ring for fact, like that. Straight up. Ain't no cap. Ain't no cap. Everybody around him knows that. I seen it with my own eyes. To the point where I'm saying, bro, man, I don't think, why you gonna step inside that ring? VS in the building. VS, con 20 pesos. VS. So, good looking out with a $20 super chat. Con 20 pesos. 20 pesos. A comprar comida del malecón. Good looking now. Appreciate you, VS. All I'm saying is, Subriel Matias, he's a monster. Subriel Matias is a dangerous fighter. Subriel Matias is needed in the sport of boxing. Subriel Matias is needed to captivate the imagination and the emotion of the Puerto Rican fan base, one of the most loyal fan base of all of boxing. And I can't wait to see the Puerto Rican roar, because when I was out there in Madison Square Garden with Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, oh man, qué bonita bandera. Yo era puertorriqueño ese día, mis hermanos y mis hermanas. Tio is the lineal. And is the reason why Subriel Matias, in your division that you started your career, first than Teofimo Lopez, is the lineal. Because he wants all the smoke at all time. And if he has the opportunity to get the smoke and to be the best, that's what Tio's going to do. No matter what, if he has a hand injury, he's going to do it. Now, some people say, give Subriel Matias some time. Give Subriel, I want to give him all the time. As a matter of fact, I said that I'd rather see this fight maybe in 2025 because I know what it would mean. I like Subriel Matias. I don't want his career to be like what they did, putting Michel Rivera versus Frank Martin. Michel Rivera loses to Frank Martin, and then he's fighting on YouTube because he hasn't captured the fan base yet. I want Subriel Matias to capitalize off who he is and his aura and the potential fan base that could be even more than Tio's, and it could be even more than Devin Haney. And I'm saying this, I'm strictly being straight up for real. If Subriel Matias captivate the Puerto Rican fan base, if he gets Rolly, knocks out Rolly, gets Richardson, knocks out Richardson by 2025, June 2025, Puerto Rican Day Parade, Subriel Matias will ask and will negotiate at the same price that these other fighters are negotiating with. He's selling out Madison Square Garden. I'm talking about the big room. So, okay, take your time. Take your time. But just know there was a man that was giving you the opportunity on Super Bowl week. Call anybody cobarde who you want. That's the last man you call cobarde. He was the one that was going to give you your biggest payday. He was the one that was going to give you that $1.5 million. What was your last, let's see, Subriel Matias' last purse? Hold on. What was Subriel Matias' last purse? Purse bid must take place within the 90 days. Matias is entitled to 70%. 357,000. 357,000. That was his last. That was his purse. 357,000. That was his purse. 20% goes to the promoter. 10% goes to his manager. Huh? Going to knock down $1.5 million. Teofimo Lopez was offering you $1.5 million. Teofimo Lopez is also making probably almost the same type of paycheck, and he's offering you, a fellow Latino, an opportunity. Y a ese que tú le estás llamando cobarde. El tigre que that's trying to offer you $1.5 million or more that was to change your family's life forever, that could probably change your life with investment forever. Es el tigre que tú le estás llamando cobarde. A fellow Latino that's giving you the opportunity. Who's giving you the opportunity, Subriel Matias? ¿Quién te está dando la oportunidad para pelear a big fight? Subriel Matias? Is it Tank? Is it Ryan? Is it Devin? Is it Rolly? Or is it Tio? Y es el cobarde. But let me see the poll. Y'all give the benefit of the doubt too. 55%, 35%. Y'all don't understand the game. Shout out to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK, London. Boogie down, say, yo, what's good, punch, much blessing. So that's all I gotta say, folks. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Subriel Matias. Hopefully his hand get ready, but hopefully he gets this Amazon Prime fight versus Rolly Romero out here in Madison Square Garden or in the Barclays Center. You know what I'm saying? Get that fight. Devin, probably Ryan. Tio versus I don't think that Matias is going to be back in the ring in March. He's not going to be back in the ring in March. I don't think so. I think he should be back in the ring in June. You know what I'm saying? Give his hands. If it's his hands, give it a good rest or have the surgery if you need to have the surgery. But by the time it's June, you're good. You know what I'm saying? His trainer said that he should get the surgery, but he don't want to. So think about it, man. He's going to just, you're going to have to fight. And now, and I'm going to tell you like this. If I was Subriel Matias, I would have the surgery now because you're going to get the big fights. Now you want to be 100%. If you already need surgery in that hand, but you don't want to, it's just like what Henry said about Ryan. You're just gonna be shooting cortisone shots. You're never gonna fix it. I'd rather you fix it right now than wait wait a little bit, and then you go into these big fights and you're gonna be 100% ready. He said, to be real, Punch, Matias just want to F motherfuckers up. He don't care about being friends. Nobody wants to be friends here. Tio don't want to be friends. All I'm saying is you got a great opportunity to be, you had a great opportunity to be king. You have a great opportunity to be king. And sometimes the business handlers be like, yo, you got to wait on this. And I think that's what's happening, folks. But it is what it is, my brothers and sisters. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez doing great things in the sport of boxing. Shout out to Matias in 140-pound, the most lucrative division. Shout out to Devin the Dream Haney. Shout out to Henry Garcia and Ryan Garcia. Thank you for the interview today. Ryan Garcia's dad, trainer. In my personal opinion, I think that he should still be the head trainer for Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I think that I could see in the last fight, Ryan Garcia is thinking too much. And I just feel like, man, just go to your comfortability. And you had enough amateur bouts. You already know your skill set. Just sharpen it up, get a little stronger. Now you win your man strength and keep on. Because I believe that Ryan Garcia is one hell of a fighter. And I think that I think Henry Garcia, in my opinion, should just be the head trainer. In my opinion. What else? And shout out to Bam Rodriguez. Last performance, beautiful performance. This week coming up, you already know the heavyweight division. Deontay Wilder versus Parker, and Anthony Joshua versus Ottawa Lean. Danny Dubois versus Gerald Miller. It's going to be a wonderful night of boxing again, 2023. And shout out to everybody in Showtime. Steven Espinoza, man, what a hell of a job you have done in Showtime. Or everybody, all the production team and stuff like that. TGB, PBC's done a wonderful job. Shout out to Bob Arrow, Top Rank. Shout out to Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, Golden Boy Promotion. Shout out to Eddie Hearn. Got 2 pound-for-pound American fighters, and Bam Rodriguez and Devin the Dream Haney. Shout out to all the boxing entities. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all already know tomorrow we back at it. I'm gonna chop some of the things in the interview, and it's gonna be one hell of a take, man. It's gonna be good 2024, man. Love y'all in the chat, man. God bless y'all. God first. Para todos mis latinos unidos, ya tú sabes. Boricua, Dominicano, México, Ecuador, Honduras, Peru, Venezuela. Tu sabe, everybody, man. Love y'all. Keep on subscribing to the channel. Smash the like button. You don't got to agree with me in everything, but understand that I keep the same energy. Bro. Love y'all. God bless. And thank you for the people that smashed the like button. Thank you for the people that donated to the channel, man. I love y'all, man. Keep on supporting. Become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing. Or let me know in the chat why you don't want to become a member, what I got to do to become a member and stuff like that. I like Tio too. He's a real old school fighter. That says give me the best available fighter every time. You hands down my favorite boxing channel, bro. The kid in the building. I appreciate that, man. Salute to you, the kid. Thank you, man. Oh, I don't know it all. I just got my opinion, but I also appreciate other people's opinion, you know? But it's all jokes, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's all comedic, man. I respect all fighters, man. I love Subriel Matias, man. I can't wait to see Subriel Matias out here, Madison Square Garden. I can't wait to see Subriel Matias versus Teofimo Lopez, Madison Square Garden, sold out crowd. Y'all know who I'm going for. Y'all know who I think is a better fighter. But it's going to be one hell of a stylistically. It's going to be one hell of a fight. Matias and Tio, Madison Square Garden. My goodness. Puerto Rican Day Parade. My goodness. Or we could do it in September, where is Honduras Independence Day. Because I think the Honduras Independence is the same as the Mexican Independence Week. So, yo, it will be good in September or June. Let me know what y'all think. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.